You were introduced to the Bridge program actually in custody. Now, for many of us here, I can't speak for everyone, but they probably haven't done any time in their life. Explain to us, what was it like being inside?
Well, when you're in custody, you get a lot of time on your hands and you get quite bored. And when you're bored, you think about usually the wrong things. And when the Bridge project came in to play sports with us and that, it was sort of like a moment of freedom, which was really good. And
I suppose that's what a lot of people don't realise, is there's so much time in there and you've got time to think about what you've done, but also there's that boredom factor, isn't there?
Yeah, boredom's quite bad. When you're bored, that's when trouble usually arises. So it's good to keep out of it.
Okay, so is that where you came across the Bridge program then, when you were actually in custody?
Yes, that's correct. Maybe about 3 months into my time.
Okay, and so, do they kind of just rock up to the prison, or how do they sort of introduce themselves?
Well, they already had a program going on in there, which then you get sort of, let's say, analysed to see if you're acceptable. And when you pretty much go in, you do a course that teaches you job prospects for when you get out, and yeah.
Okay, so you were an engineer before you actually got in custody. You're now in the health and fitness game. How did that change happen?
Well, yeah, engineering, that was my first job. It was quite bad. Yeah.
What didn't you like about it?
Dirty, hard, tedious. That's about it. But yeah, then the Bridge project helped me get the funds needed to do my personal training qualification. And they also put me in a spot in Northcote YMCA. That's brought a lot of changes to me.
So you've now made a whole cultural change and a lifestyle change. What changes have there been in you?
Well, before the Bridge project, I was pretty much like a father to my sisters, so that's raised me up a bit earlier. And had a father that's gone in and out of prison for 25 years of his life, so that's pretty much taught me nothing but that. And in return, I was an angry person, and now that I'm with the YMCA, I've become a nicer person, so that's good.
So you're sort of someone who, I suppose, in lots of ways, because your dad was in prison, it almost seemed like you were going in the same direction. And I suppose now you've got a real opportunity. You can see a light at the end of the tunnel, huh?
Yeah, I can see a light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm going to start my own business, get that going, and pretty much make money.
And continue being a nicer person, you reckon?
Try to.
Look, thanks very much, Conan. Appreciate you coming up today and speaking about your life.
Yeah, thank you.